Okay, here's my Russian furniture I got for my AK-74, my Sega AK-74, and we're going to take a look at it. It's kind of got some kind of sticky stuff on it, and I'm not going to put that on the carpet. That's death by wife for sure. So it looks to be in pretty good shape. I don't like the finish on it. But so I'm going to wash it off and get ready and strip it off, and I could probably repair some of this stuff with lacquer, because I think that's what they use, the Russians use, was lacquer. I'm pretty sure it is, and clean it. But I'm going to just strip it all off, and I'm going to make it a better red if I can. Well, I know I can. I don't know how long it's going to take, how many tries, but that's my goal. And so first step, wash it up and then start stripping. Okay, here's the upper hand guard stripped, and I may be able to get a little more color out of it before I start putting it back. And as you can see, it's vastly different than the other two stock pieces that I'll start stripping, and we'll go from there. Also, I just noticed that this has got a crack in it. I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, it's got a crack that I'm going to have to try and glue and clamp together after I get it stripped and cleaned up. Then I'll get some wood glue and fix it up. Alright, that's it for now. Okay, the second piece has been refinished, and notice that it's quite a bit different in how the wood looks from the first piece, but it's a pretty piece of wood. I really am looking forward to working with a finish on this and bringing out all that grain in this wood that they've managed to, well, I can't think of the name now, but anyway, it's laminated wood. There we go. It's early in the day. So that is, to me, a real pretty piece of wood with some nice grain, and this one is too. It's just a finer grain, and it runs this way instead of up and down, and like the others, so it's going to look considerably different. And we'll see what this little beauty is going to look like today. And then we have this Bakelite piece. I'm going to strip it. It's got a lacquer finish on it. I'm going to strip it and see if I can do something to make it look better. I don't know what yet, but anyway, working on it. Okay, here's a stripper I'm using for to strip this. I've had it for years, and it still seems to be working okay. Of course, there's nothing but a thin coat of lacquer on this thing, and I found an old ashtray which works for me to use to put this stuff on. It's kind of cold out here. It's in the 50s, but it's still working. It strips it off pretty easy. Just take it in and or use it out here. I got a plastic brush and kind of knock it loose and go in there and wash it in hot soapy water and rinse it off real good, and it seems to take it right off. So anyway, I probably didn't do that very good, but that's what we're doing. Alright, I've got the stock coated the second time, and that finish is coming off nicely. It's just a little messy, but we'll get it rinsed off and scrubbed off and see what we got here in a few minutes. Still about 50 degrees or so out here, maybe colder, and so this stripper doesn't work real well in cold weather, but it's doing an okay job. Okay, I'm gonna want to fit my stock before I stain it and do everything and make sure it's gonna fit. And here's the problem, is right here. It's kind of dark out here for me to see, but this is gonna have to be cut back into here for that to go forward enough. So that's the first thing I got to do, is mark that and then Dremel it out.
Alright, I'm gonna have to notch this wood out. I've already, on this side, had to notch it down there. That's all, that whole notch is new. And then I'm gonna have to cut it with a hacksaw down to there and then up and down again. So anyway, got a little work to do. Okay, that's a perfect fit in my opinion. It took a little bit of cutting and sawing and Dremel tooling. I got that off just a tiny bit, but it won't really show. But I think the fit is perfect and the top screws line up. And anyway, I think that's a done deal on that.